All right. Let me know when we are live.
We are live.
All right. So, last week, the party took a little time to gather information and prepare the next step of their plan, such as it might be. The party is planning to, the party did some things already. The captain conferred with Mr. Mordecai Rogers aboard the space station, tried to gather some information. Wasn't able to find the information he wanted, but he did find some other clues.
Yep.
One moment. I am fighting with Roll20 to clear up a small gumming up thing. There we go. Fixed. Okay. So, to wit, you found that objects, small but of high value, are being smuggled off-world to somewhere in system via the Jack of Hearts. And you have decided to continue investigating the casino, knowing that that's the case. However, you haven't you haven't decided whether you're going to go ahead and confront the casino owner here or not at this point. You are still trying to make up your mind based on what you find tonight.
Tasting the joint.
Take a moment to try and locate a note, because somewhere out here I typed out the name of... Oh, Yasif Khan. There we go. I typed out his name and I was trying to find it. Alright. So, you folks are headed to... Or some of you, rather. The captain is heading down... I think you said you were heading down to a local precinct house to try and talk to a detective.
Well,
right, Captain?
Before I do that, I wanted to maybe check out the whatever they call the internet. Some investigations are like, at least in the real world, some investigations are just like publicly known about. Like the details of the investigation obviously are not publicly known, but like if like it's generally known that, you know, an organization is being investigated, I'd like to find out if there's a way that I can determine who specifically I can get in touch with at the precinct with regard to Yasif Khan.
Sure. Who's stationed there? Well, I'm gonna need a research check.
Well, hey. Yeah. Yes.
Did you happen to put points into research?
No.
Yeah.
We keep learning new stuff exists.
Yeah.
Hey, research was brought up a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, no.
I was hoping.
And I did note, I should have mentioned it to Lex during character creation. I didn't. I overlooked that.
Yeah, I was hoping that like my bounty law skill would kind of give me like a through line to that type of research.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
Or
knowledge of law isn't going to help you with that. Double checking. Okay. So,
Yeah, roll for Google. So it's going to be at default. Would it be IQ?
Yep, it's IQ -5.
Oh boy.
Just roll well. It's simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, homeless person, have you tried not being? Hey.
See, look at you. Just roll well.
All right. So, yes, you can find some information. Specify what you were looking for again, so I know how to answer your question appropriately.
I just want to. I'm effectively looking for a name. I'm looking for a detective, or possibly like the lead detective if there's a team. Somebody that I can specifically ask for when I get to the precinct. That's actively investigating Yasif Khan and the because I know there's got to be some sort of investigation going on. The man's a criminal.
So the first thing you find, finding out who's on what investigations, that is not a matter of public record. You would have to go down there and provide credentials to prove that that's information that you're allowed to see. However, you can find that a list of the various detectives force around the area, as well as how they can be contacted for people looking to to report tips to them. Now, as to why you would do that, it's assumed that you will already know who you're trying to contact and simply be missing contact information. So you can take a look at who's stationed where and try and make a guess as to who's already dealing with Yasif Khan. But you may have to actually go down and talk to someone to find that out. Unless you want to try and essentially try and do a little bit of mild hacking and gain unauthorized access to parts of their website.
Electronics operation security?
No, so that would be two checks: a computer operations and a computer programming check. That is, and I'm bringing this up. This is so in GURPS. There is technically a computer hacking skill.
Yeah.
However, that's not how I've opted over the past. It's not the system I developed for this. To engage in most computer hacking, you're going to end up with a computer programming check and a computer operations check. This is representing being able to use the equipment and understand or guess at the code underlying it to get to to find workarounds and exploits that are not known to you. You can get bonuses to this through various other sorts of phishing actions that you might take to try and get a hold of someone's credentials, and suddenly you have a huge bonus to any sort of hacking checks. So,
well, I don't have anything related to that.
Right.
This is still during the day though, before Livia and Siru set out to case the casino, right?
No, at about the same time that they're heading out, because they were intending to take their look during the day.
Okay.
Because the place is open.
All right. Well, then in that case, I'm just gonna try to charm my way into getting into contact with the right person. So I'll head to the precinct. Keep it above board.
Yep. All right. Now, we did I'm gonna go from here to to Livia and Sirulas as you head for the casino. So, I assume you folks take your bikes and head across town, yeah?
Sure.
Or at least across the district? Alright.
Okay,
You
audience.
head out,
Imagine
no
this
roll.
picture, but without the hair. I just wanted to throw that in there.
So, you head out. I will not be asking you to do something silly like roll your driving motorcycle skill for this.
Because I'm not doing anything
So
fancy.
Nope. Not unless you really decide you want to show off so you can make a roll to fail.
Nah.
Right. So,
Nobody
You
would do
arrive.
anything like that.
no, never. You arrive. You find the place. It's a two-story structure with a sort of a statue of a a statue that's clearly a stylized Jack of Hearts from a pack of cards, but for some reason with a cowboy hat. You park your vehicles and head around. So, there is a and one entrance that has where there's valet parking, and then a number of other entrances. There's a parking garage and an open lot next to the place. So you have some options where you want to park. Do you want to park in the parking garage? Do you want to pay for valet parking, or do you want to just head to the open lot?
Somewhere where my bike is not openly visible by just random public, so probably the garage.
Then you okay. So you head in and park in the parking garage. All right. All right. So, then you head inside. So, that means that in the entrance you go in, this place is, this place is a massively entertainment complex. Like any casino, it is not just a place where people go to gamble. It is a whole thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, there's a whole. So you step inside. There's a bank of restrooms to your right. A closed structure marked convention center box office, and then off to your right, past the restrooms, there's a sign indicating directions to the convention center. There's a sports bar across directly in front of you, and then past between the box office and the sports bar, there's a passage that's marked to the casino floor.
Okay. I mean, my first thought
All right.
is I want to locate like an office.
Like a
Like a
Like a
pit.
business office?
No, like a pit boss office or.
Well, I think it was explicitly stated that there is like he's got an office that kind of overlooks the casino
Well,
floor.
not
You can see it.
necessarily. Not necessarily his right away. Maybe like one of his
Okay.
underbosses, because their computers might still have information. To
Well, like a yeah, like a side, like an alcove or something that's
Yeah.
got like a door or something.
Yeah.
And one-way windows.
Sure. So, looking around, you don't see much where you are. So you head down this wide open space. That's sort of an open, decorative hallway. Past where the parking garage is on the outside, and it's like this place. What stands out to you more than anything is like this place looks big on the outside. It is massive. Like this thing is larger than even the largest of military spaceships, almost. It is a truly cavernous space, which seems a little odd, given, like, on the one hand, this is Startown, this is the leading place in Startown, so probably somebody's doing well. On the other hand, the system doesn't seem to see as much traffic to justify some operation like this, so
Crime.
it seems like something is going on, yeah. So there is an escalator down, and past the parking garage. There's also an escalator up that's like sort of set into the space occupied by the sports bar as you are coming in. However, staying on this floor, past that escalator down, you're now walked like 100 feet or so. You are passing there's a closed door marked business office, and you are passing the front desk.
Ooh, business office.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds relevant.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second as I am hunting down some maps to make sure I'm following exactly what's going on, because I'm working from something that would be very helpful if it were all printed, but in PDF form is less than ideal. So
While you do that, bro, can you upload Lex's latest character sheet? Whether it be in group chat or DMs, doesn't. I'll see the pop-up regardless.
Alright, so as you approach this, you are passing by the slot machines. Which are arranged in banks. And as far as people, there are, now that you're into the casino, there are people here. It's not like this place is empty. The place doesn't look crowded, but it doesn't look dead. You know how, a large and ambitious looking building can have almost a depressing sort of feeling if there aren't enough people using it. This place isn't empty enough to give that sort of depressing feeling, but it is far from crowded.
It's not, in other words, it's not just the addicts.
Yes. there are people, there are genuinely a decent number of people here. I would say most of them do not appear to be locals. So, and I say that because you're seeing people who are, who look like spacers. So, like, more commonly are wearing some sort of like a bodysuit or jumpsuit, or have are like, if you look at your companion, so like you, Livia, you're just sort of wearing your clothes,
Yeah.
right? And you've got some stuff on, like some stuff carried with you, but more or less you're just wearing your clothes. And then you look to your colleague Sirlas, And there's a distinctly different sort of look here, where she's wearing her skin suit and then a boot bodysuit over that, and boots that are suitable for on a spaceship. They've got electromagnets in the soles so that she can use them to walk in a zero-G environment given the right floor surface. She's got sort of this arrangement of stuff in sort of cargo pocket and belt setups. There's a very distinct sort of spacer look of someone who's whose clothing all sort of looks like workwear, even if it's not dirty, and has this like, I need to be able to carry all this stuff with me attitude about it. And as you look around, there's a lot of people here who are spacers. Humans are not a majority. They're a plurality. It's the most common species here. But there are a lot of non-humans. You see a number of ship folk, usually kind of sticking close to each other. But also Diagrists, a common reptilian-looking race of sort of a burrowing origin. Seishon, a pale-skinned, almost stereotypically gray alien-looking species. It's also quite common in this region of space. And in that context, suddenly you don't feel like you stand out as much, just because of your odd, your just general look, because you're just a human, and there's a lot of stranger-looking things.
Man, maybe I should have
you on this
geared
human-dominated world. You also get the sense, you immediately discern that, like, nobody here is armed openly.
Maybe not.
This is does not look like the Mos Eisley Cantina kind of deal. It's it looks you're not much of a spacer, but if someone who were an experienced spacer were here looking around, they would say this definitely feels like a Star Town casino, because it's
Okay.
you're pretty sure that a lot of these people who aren't visibly armed might secretly armed, but nobody's showing it off. There's a lot of everything on the surface is perfectly calm and normal on a big old sort of a mixing pot cosmopolitan area,
But
and
Livia
yet
knows
nobody
better.
feels entire. And then, but nobody really seems to feel very comfortable mixing in with too closely with strangers. So, and now, even though that doesn't really shout Startown to you, that kind of low-level paranoia is something you are very familiar with. And so it doesn't really stand out to you as odd. In fact, a lot of your normal sort of assumptions from your homeworld fit in surprisingly well in the Star Town, even though you have no idea why. So, you're walking past slot machines. I'm trying to find the map I was at. All right, past the escalator, and there's that place marked business office. The door is closed.
Expected.
Do you want to knock on it?
Guarded.
Or... You can see a few people that are clearly security walking around. They've got stun batons and sidearms.
Well, sure, but Is the door itself?
No,
Is there like a bouncer in front of it?
It's just a door,
Okay.
closed door.
I want to check
You're
and see
the
if
only
it's...
dudes in the place wearing sunglasses.
I will say, it does have a small, looks like it might be like a thumbprint scanner of some sort.
Okay.
Instead of it doesn't have a door handle. It looks like it's got some sort of a scanner and a small keypad.
Can I...
Did you bring your cyber deck?
I did. Well, no, I got 2 of them on me because he made a point to sound like that my stuff has the potential to get confiscated. So I only have computer programming and electronics operation on me.
I should note that as you came in, it was clear that you were passing through some sensors.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of security guards back at the entrance. But nothing that you were carrying came up, sounded any alarms. Indeed, your companion Sirulast got a few more looks than you did, but she flashed an ID and was let by without more hassling other than a few dark looks. Her ID was Vartec, Varican veterans identification.
She has her military ID.
While a
on her.
lot of people around here don't like may not really like Varicans and Varican military, it is also not. It's also a status that gives them certain legal protections, at least as long as they're out in the open.
All right. So my thought here is I want to put like my ear to the door and see if I hear shenanigans happening behind the door. Guys shuffling papers, tapping on a computer, talking on the phone.
Yeah, shenanigans. Working in an office, such shenanigans. Anyway. Yeah. Go ahead and give me 2 checks.
Oh.
I need a stealth check, so that you don't look incredibly suspicious standing here listening at a door.
Sure.
Act normal.
And then I want a hearing check.
Yeah, I expected that. So I believe I have a success by 2 on stealth. Because that's a 10, I believe. 5, 9, 10. Yep, success by 2 on stealth.
Great.
Alright, these dice served me well, so I'm going to go ahead and roll them again. Okay. That's worse. Okay, Okay, that's a failure by 3. No, by... Hold on, that's a 12, not a... Oh. No, I got it right, I think. Failure by 3. Maybe 2. I don't know, I'm bad at math. Either way, it's a failure.
So you rolled what?
I rolled, oh my god, I can't... I'm bad at math. 6 plus 5 is 11, right?
Yes.
11... Okay, so I got a 14... Okay, failure by 2.
Okay, so 14 against the 12, failure by 2.
Okay.
All right. So,
Did it, folks. We got there.
you feel like you can spare a few seconds with your ear pressed against the door. So you stand there for like 5 seconds, and you don't hear anything. I'm going to take a moment to quickly describe to you that a lot of quote-unquote keyboards are usually essentially a sophisticated touchscreen setup that may have a keyboard overlay, or they may swap it out for some other more specialized control overlay.
Yeah.
So you're not likely to have mechanical switches unless you're dealing with specific equipment controls, where it might be important to have non-software based controls, or some really hardcore retrotech enthusiasts. So, however, you don't hear any sounds of conversation, any like you don't hear much. You don't hear anything really, other than the sounds of a casino floor. As you kind of step away, not wanting to linger there
Well,
conspicuously any longer,
yeah.
at that particular moment, an attendant approaches. Ah, new guests. Come this way. The check-in is right around here, right around the corner.
Okay. I
You two
comply.
Step around the corner, to a large, to basically a counter that's, about I want to say, 8 to 10 meters long, with 4 seated employees behind it. One of them has a small line of a couple people cashing out. And you folks are guided into a line where in only a few minutes of waiting, you are registered. You're asked for your name and either your local ID or your ship ship registry number. So normal practices for travelers on a spaceship is that as you enter as you enter a star system, one of the things asked by space traffic control, as it were, system control, is for your ship's registry number. This is just, here's the number of the ship. It's like a bit like a serial number, and then as crew members of the ship, is essentially vouched for by the ship.
Repeat the last like
your
12 words.
And
I'm
then
so
as
sorry.
crew members or passengers.
Oh my god,
It's my fault. I can't stop the thing that I'm downloading.
No, it's not you. I think it's on his end.
Well, I'm slowing down our internet. It's
Okay. Well, he does this
Super
sometimes
janky.
anyway.
true.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yes.
Great. So,
Let's try that again.
after that,
And there you go.
and he's gone. Damn.
all right. So I don't want to do this. But what
Oh,
we're going to do is, how long is that down take?
wow. I heard how long and pure robot.
All right. We're ready?
Yep.
Great. Let me know when we are good to go live again.
I'm live. Only for a few seconds.
All right.
So we're good.
Yep. So, how much do you folks wish to buy in for?
I mean, I don't have a ton of money left. I was thinking like maybe a couple hundred to start.
Sure. Couple hundred. Just let me know, and I will make a note of it.
All right. Minus 200 in credits.
Okay. 200. All right. And Surulas will also put a similar amount up. So, the two of you then are free to go and explore the place.
Blackjack.
If you want.
No, I'm. Oh, I do. Wait, I think I gave myself. No, I didn't. I still just have gambling. I don't have like card or. Well.
Yeah. That's fine. You can go play gambling. Qualifies for any game that's typically played as a gambling game. So blackjack or 21 is entirely possible, and there are blackjack tables. Give me just a moment to hunt through the plans here again to find them, and I can describe where you end up going.
Don't
Alright.
suppose you have like a map to upload on Roll20 to look at?
I do not. I really wish I did, but it's all in the form of a frickin' PDF.
Okay.
So, and I don't have a good way to break it down into things that you as players are allowed to see and things you as players aren't allowed to see.
Sure.
This is what I spent a bunch of time trying to wrangle with earlier, is how do I make this less clunky, but
Okay. We'll figure it out.
yeah. Alright. Okay, table games. Alright, very good. So where I was supposed to be at. What's annoying is that these pages are... Oh, yeah. Well, we'll try and extract some later, because I might have found a workaround. But, anyway, as we were, folks are headed out onto the floor like that.
Let's see how badly I'm screwing myself.
Just
Oh
a
my
moment,
god, I have a 50% chance to do anything here. That sucks.
What?
I only have a 10 in gambling, so that's a 50% chance.
Yeah. Yep.
Bleh.
Alright, so, out on the casino floor, you go looking for some blackjack tables, and you wind up, down about... Yeah. Alright, so you wind up most of the way across the casino floor, down towards the end, and have some time, spend some time playing. So I'm going to have you do two things. First, you'll go ahead and give me a gambling roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then, for each hour of playing, you'll give me a gambling roll, and you'll give me a observation roll
Perfect.
to see what you're able to glean. If you you may also choose to make a stealth roll. If you succeed the stealth roll, you will have a bonus to your observation. If you fail the stealth roll, you'll have a penalty to your observation. If you fail too many stealth rolls, you will be kicked out.
Okay, I mean...
Does that make sense?
Yeah, observation and stealth are the
We're-
same.
Right. So, it's a question, I guess, of if you think you can... Do you think you can succeed that much to get a little bit better results from your observation? So what you're trying to do is try and spend less time playing and more time surreptitiously trying to observe what's happening, get a sense of the layout, and look for clues
Okay.
around this place.
Well, in the spirit of gambling,
And stealth lets you...
I might as well just do the extra stealth. So, like in the spirit of gambling, let's gamble further.
I feel like you should know that the house always wins.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Ooh.
Success
Stealth.
by 2. Gambling. Excellent.
Success by 8, so 4 for, and that'll do whatever.
Success by 4 on stealth. All right.
Yep.
You have a +2 on your observation. So instead of rolling against a 12, you're rolling against a 14.
Okay. Oh, that's another success by 4 then, for observation.
All right.
Hell yeah. Good set of rolls. I like these. These are my friends.
Very good.
Will not roll these on my sneak attack
All
damage
right.
ever.
So, your first hour, like, you're rolling hot. Not only do you manage to pick up another 50 marks worth of chips,
50, you said?
you also,
Okay.
another 50,
Cool.
you also manage, through some careful playing and some good luck, you also managed to get enough time, but you manage to very carefully use time when you are, when you've essentially folded for a hand, folded through part of a round. Not folded exactly. I'm not familiar with the rested, I think is the term in blackjack. To observe movements of staff and look for people who don't look like they're here just to play. And you observe a couple of interesting things. So, let me go grab the map again, double check some names. All right.
Ah! No! There.
There is a deli, a sandwich shop that opens off of the casino floor on one side that seems to have a significant number of kind of comings and goings of people who are going in there and spending more time in there than you'd think for someone grabbing a sandwich. And you're starting to try and pick out who's doing that. You also observe that note that
Oh.
here's what I'm gonna do. Hang on. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna share my screen,
Okay.
assuming that it works well, which my network connection is telling me may be dicey.
Yeah, you got a little robotic there, and I don't think it was our fault that time.
So, yeah. So let's go ahead and share my screen. Here we go.
Watch stream.
If you take a look at this, ignore the name. This is a different thing, but
Still kind of loading. I'm not.
basically. Is it working at all?
I'm just getting the little 2-box spinny boxes.
Green
Then
failed to
go
start.
to
Error
that.
2012.
I'll do this. Sounds good. Okay, got another tool here. So we're gonna do. All right, so if I do that, then go ahead and paste it into here. Give me a moment for that to upload.
Whoa.
Okay, there we go. Pay no attention to some of the specific branding of the place. The map I'm going from was named the Black Knight Casino. So there's a lot big like Renaissance Middle Ages theme to the naming of frickin' everything. But can you see on there down near the bottom right? There's the an entrance marked with valet parking, and then the front desk and the business center. You folks got some chips at the front desk. You are past the place marked as a bar, and you're you are roughly between the space marked tournament slots and the place marked delicatessen. Okay.
So I'm looking for.
You have observed
down the bottom.
Where bottom left now, between tournament slots and delicatessen.
Okay.
In the middle of the casino floor. Okay.
Okay.
So that's about where you are. You have picked out where the elevator lobby is, and have been able to identify generally the places around the casino floor as they are. Again, none of
could you just stop, man? Just. I've been trying to pick some of this out, but you've been unintelligible. Sorry.
Is it better now?
For that sentence was fine, yes.
All right. One moment.
Like I'm trying to not annoy you, so when it gets robotic, I'm trying to piece stuff together, but at a certain point it's like there's nothing here.
Yep.
You'll hear it.
At a certain point we might not be able to do this. Am I there?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Well, if it happens again, we're gonna have to stop the session because I cannot. None of my nowhere in any of the places I usually go to are getting any better signal. So my carrier might just have shafted me for today.
And honestly, Cox kind of screws us every now and then as well.
All right. So we'll see if this works. If not, fuck it. All right. So, you've managed to locate, to sort of identify all of the facilities that open onto the casino floor itself. There's stuff on the second floor above the casino floor because there's a big vaulted ceiling 2 stories high here.
Sure.
And again, ignore, if you will, the somewhat cheesy medieval theme on some of these names. It's just just what it has to work with, and I did not have the time or choose to take the time to redraw and then relabel everything. So, as you are there, at the end of that first hour, you're familiar with the rough layout of everything around the casino floor.
Okay.
Now, for your second hour, do you want to continue playing blackjack? Do you want to try and go investigate some other specific spot, try and find an excuse to be there? Is there anything you want to do different this hour?
I want to look into the deli and see if I can scan any more, like, security measures, like thumbprint readers. And once again, I'm also trying to figure out where all the cameras are.
Sure. So that's a little tricky because the cameras at this tech level do not have to be very large at all.
Yeah. But I have
so-
crazy eyeballs.
All right.
It's
So
an
we're
actual
saying
character
then-
trait.
Right. So you're
Takes one
looking
out to show you.
Yeah.
Right. Well, got 2 tasks you're going to try and accomplish this hour. We'll see how they go. Give me another gambling check.
Excellent. 7, 8. That's another success by 2, because my gambling's only 10.
All right. You're doing well for yourself today. Then I need a I need a stealth check if you want to make one. Actually, for what you're trying to figure out in the deli, I'm gonna need one.
Okay. Oh, that one's cocked. Okay, and it rolled higher. Goddamn. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Failure by 3. I'm gonna be
All
escorted
right.
off the
That-
premises.
No, but you have one marked failure toward some number at which point you will be.
Yeah.
And give me a your observation roll at a -2 instead of a +2. So you're rolling against just a 10.
Well, so failure by 2.
All right. So what do you find out? You find you are not able to spot cameras.
Oh.
You also you do at least observe there doesn't seem to be anywhere like any doors opening out off like any hidden spaces in the deli.
I'm just wondering. I wonder if
You
my
don't
infravision.
observe what's
Okay.
you don't spot anything suspicious, fences and all,
I have a
going
question.
on in there.
I got a question.
At this that roll. Go ahead.
What did I roll? Observation. I rolled a 12. Yeah, I was rolling, I guess, a 10. Does all of my stuff, like this infravision, my membranes, my HUD,
So the nictating.
does any of that
protects-
like
No.
negate that observation at all?
So,
Help?
let me so some of it is helping. Some of it is allowing you to attempt some. So, for instance, trying to find the cameras without
Telescopic?
things like infravision, without things like telescopic vision or infravision, you wouldn't be able to spot any of these cameras.
Okay.
They are intentionally very small and hidden so that people who are trying to cheat don't have the benefit of knowing where the cameras are
Yeah.
to try and hide what they're up to. So you're able to look for them because you've got these fancy sensors, but you didn't find any.
Oh.
The nictating membrane, by the way, just protects your eyeball from certain kinds of damage.
Okay.
A human eyeball, even with a normal eyelid, is somewhat vulnerable. That nictating membrane means that your eyes are pretty protected from contact
Okay.
agents, that kind of thing.
So if we had like a more standard human enemy, they would ask, "Can I look for cameras?" And you'd be like, "No." Is kind of
Frankly, yes. For instance, Cirulas can. She can do nothing to try and find cameras with the equipment she's got.
Okay, fair enough.
And so, you realize that while you were hunting, she went off somewhere, and you did not see her.
Ooh.
Now, that doesn't mean she went and snuck someplace where she shouldn't have necessarily, but it
Sure.
means that for the moment you don't actually know where she is.
All right. Striking
You
out.
are allowed to use. You are allowed to use comms here in the facility, but you're required to do so openly.
Okay.
So things like, so for instance, if Lek got caught using his implant radio, he could get he could forfeit his chips and be ejected. But you could absolutely try and call her if you were curious. There's no issue, no ruling against that.
Well, I'll head back to the casino, and before we do that, I've been playing for 40 minutes. My brother played for 10, so as I'm heading back to the casino, let's swing back to what he's doing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm also trying to balance out a little bit how last was a lot of time to him just because of what was happening. And again, I do want to note, Black, you mentioned out of session that somewhere that you felt kind of bad about how much time you were taking up last week. Don't.
Okay.
Sometimes things just go that way. Like some parts of an adventure will really engage one player or their character's skill set heavily, and it isn't ideal that someone can feel a little bit sidelined during that, but it's like we all come into it expecting that can sometimes happen to us. Spend a session mostly as a witness rather than the person taking control.
Yeah.
So it is fine. I feel that last session, like, it was a little clunky, but that was not because you were all after something. It was because I wasn't as prepared as I wanted to be. And so I took more time than I needed to get stuff done.
My bigger concern was that after the fact, it kind of felt like I had. I don't know how to really express it, but like I felt like I was giving the impression that I was trying to find ways to shut Livia's plan down, and and I got that squared away with Zydrate, so we're good.
Okay. All right. So let's 2 hours plus some travel time have passed. Maybe almost 3 hours.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick, how much did I win on my second round of gambling?
Oh, well, you did reasonably well at that. You managed to pick up another GURPS.
Another what? Another 50?
7-5.
Ooh. Okay, so that's 325. Okay, cool. Yippee! All right, proceed.
So that leaves us now going to Lex as he heads down to the police station. So you got a couple of options. For one thing, you can just go down and talk to someone. As I noted, you can attempt a little bit of cyber warfare. The other thing you could try and do that you didn't, your first attempt didn't have time, didn't really allow for as part of a single attempt, was you can also try and do some searching in local news.
Okay.
And look for any news stories about police activity at the Jack of Hearts. See if you can find any detectives mentioned that you could try and talk to. That will be another research.
That would be another research. That's IQ -5, right?
Yes. However, because this sort of thing does fall a little bit more within the field of your kind of criminology, kind of detective work that you do. This is a case where I will allow you to make the roll as allow the roll to default to criminology if you would prefer.
Okay, so I'll just make a Straight
criminology minus. No, it'd be criminology -5 instead of IQ -5.
Okay.
If criminology is any better than your IQ.
It's a bit.
All right.
But that's still
Ooh.
a failure by 3.
All right. So failure by 3. So you do find allusions to there having been police activity at the Jack of Hearts within the last few months. Like, it's referred to that there was, but you don't find any information. You can't find any articles or anything contemporaneous, like at the time that police activity was going on, or anything that actually identifies anyone who was involved. Just that it happened.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, you don't have any more to go on there. Now, you can continue to attempt. Each consecutive attempt to do the same thing, is at a cumulative -1. So,
now, I think
you can continue to try. Yeah. Go ahead.
Whoops, I was muted myself.
yeah, I'll give it.
We heard you.
Yeah, but
I'll give it one more try.
Yeah, they're recording it, and while he rolls, I said it doesn't hurt to roll like once or more, twice more, and then call it. Y'all heard me.
Yep,
the
we heard
recording,
that part.
y'all did. The recording did not, because I muted myself for the cough.
I see.
Are there any other modifiers that I could use related to?
There is one. You could choose to take extra time. So,
Okay.
if I go to basic set characters, which I haven't sent, or basic set campaigns rather, which I haven't sent to you folks, but probably should at some point. Let's see. All right, so you can reduce the penalty for a tough task or even get a bonus by working slowly and deliberately, taking the time to get things right. Conversely, if you are racing to beat a deadline, even the simplest tasks can become tricky. So, taking more time than usual for a task, as specified by the rules or the GM, gives a bonus to a non-combat action. Taking twice as long gives +1, 4 times as long gives +2, 8 times as long gives +3, 15 times gives +4, and 30 times gives +5. For instance, taking a workday, 8 hours, to do a 1-hour task would give +3. This bonus only applies if it would make sense to take extra time for the task at hand, GM's judgment. You can take extra time to open a safe or figure out an alien artifact, but not to neutralize poison or chase a fleeing suspect. The inverse is also true, though not mathematically quite the same way. Hurrying can be used to cut down the time required to do a task, but at a penalty. So, now, I am treating this research check as a 30-minute task. So,
Okay.
if you wanted to, if you wanted to take an hour, you'd get a +1. If you want to take 2 hours, you get a +2. If you wanted to take 4 hours, you could get a +3. If you wanted to take 7.5 hours, near enough 8 hours, you could get a +4. And for 15 hours, a +5.
I don't need to take that long. I think I'll take a +3 on it, so that'll give me a -3 modifier.
Yes, net -3. So criminology minus for your second attempt.
Jesus.
Holy cow! All right. Yeah, your Google foo where it seems to have failed you, and you are finding references to police activity in dealing with random instances of highway robbery out in the what's the name of it? the Petrograd Marsh.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just have to rely on my savoir-faire. So I'll just make my way to the precinct. See
Alrighty.
if I can sweet talk my way into getting what or who I need.
All right. You go down to the nearest precinct house, large enough to have at least one detective stationed there. You know what that is, thanks to your work. There are multiple police stations with detectives around Startown. Who would have thought the area with all the rowdy off-worlders has, or is at least perceived to have, a higher crime rate? I know this doesn't in any way fit your experiences here so far, but it's true. Now, as you arrive, it's a small, single-story structure. Like twice the size of a small bank branch office, kind of a deal. Well, he says that not knowing at all how big things are out in ye old big city where you folks are at. So, you head inside, and there's two officers who are working the front desk here. Apparently on their rotation for desk duty. Oh yeah, you taking a cab or were you just taking your bike?
Taking my bike.
Sure. All right. So, arrive, and step up to the receptionist. You're gonna wave forward. Hello. Do you have something to report? Is there some way I can help you, sir?
I would like, if possible, to speak with the detective who, and I'm just guessing at this, may or may not have had dealings with the Jack of Hearts and Yaseth Khan.
Give me a savoir-faire police roll.
I haven't updated the character sheet on Roll20, so I got to do this manually.
Did you boost your savoir-faire? Did you?
I added it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got it on the character sheet, but I don't have it on Roll20. So that's failure by 1. No,
you succeeded by 0.
yeah, that's a success by 0.
So you flip out. As you say this, you flash your badge as a finesman to prove you have some authority to be talking about law enforcement matters with a detective.
Mm-hmm.
The guy looks at you. Excuse me, sir, but by the way you say that, it sounds like you're investigating a case of bribery, and that shouldn't be Fineman's Guild matter. Is there something else you want to? Do you want to try and rephrase that?
I am on business that seems to have overlapped with this gentleman and his operation. So I came here in good faith, because I'm not trying to make a mess of anything actively going on.
He looks around, kind of leans in and lowers his voice. Look, I need you to speak clearly. Are you saying you want to talk to? You're expecting someone here has been bribed by Mr. Khan, or are you looking for someone who's investigating Mr. Khan? And I recommend you come up with the right answer. To be fair, to be clear, this is representing a success, a close success,
Yeah.
but a success. You're dealing with a hostile audience,
Could
so you're getting there, but
all right.
you're not not home free yet.
All right, so
But-
the player in control of the character right now has
Yes.
no idea what this hint is.
So,
Investigate.
You said
Cool.
you're looking for someone who has had dealings with the Jack of Hearts and Mr. Yaseth Khan, and the way you said that makes it sound to this officer like you suspect that there is some detective here who's taking bribes from Yaseth Khan.
Oh no, I clarify.
And he is now, and you tried to clarify, you sort of stepped around actually just saying, looking for someone who might be interested in or investigating Yaseth Khan. And that's what he's looking for you to say, plain and clear,
Yeah,
whether
so
you're
I-
looking for someone who's
I-
investigating or who's paying money under the table. So just go
But
ahead.
that
So
didn't-
back in character. Go ahead.
I mean, that didn't really clarify anything, but to me.
Cool.
What?
I will-
Investigation's cool.
Can you stop? Can you stop? Let me think, please.
So
I
the
am
person
going
you're
to
talking to is still confused about whether you're looking for someone investigating Yaseth Khan or looking for
That's
someone
literally
who's
what
being
I said,
bribed
though.
by Yaseth.
That's literally what I said. I said I'm looking for somebody who is investigating Yaseth Khan.
You didn't. You thought you said that. You definitely didn't.
I'm pretty
I'm-
sure that. Okay. Okay.
Well, on the plus side, by next week, we'll be able to figure out which one of us is right or not by listening to the video. So we'll get there. But all right. So you articulate, like, of course I'm looking for someone who's investigating it. The officer seems relieved. Are you? He then looks you over. Look, you'll have to pardon my asking this, but are you? Look, off-worlders are not. Yaseth Khan, as you, one way or the other, I'm sure you're aware that Yaseth Khan has been known to make some shady business with off-worlders. Are you looking to speak to our detective to assist in or inform for an investigation, or are you looking for or are you involved in something else? Whose side are you on here?
I'm involved in something
ahead.
else. I have a
Go ahead
target
and give
that
me. Go ahead, finish.
I have
Sorry.
a target. I have a target that I'm after, and my investigations have led me into Yaseth Khan's sphere of influence. I assume because he's a criminal that local investigators would be doing their thing, and I came here as a sign of good faith in an attempt to not mess up any active and ongoing investigation.
All right. I would like you to give me another savoir-faire check, please. All right.
Success by 2.
One moment. The officer steps away from the counter and walks past the other officer. He leans over and whispers something into her ear, and then moves on. With your enhanced hearing, give me a quick hearing check.
know I can do that from the character sheet. I don't know where.
Are your senses listed anywhere specific?
Oh yeah, I see now.
That's what you want to do. Alright, so you managed to overhear and whisper, keep an eye on the bounty hunter. Don't let him get up to anything fishy while I'm gone. And then he steps back into the building.
I look at her and I hold my hands up and against the side of my head and flap them back and forth like they're fins.
What? Odious habit? Question mark?
No.
No, he has a different odious personality of it. He's just being sarcastic.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
and letting her know that he heard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a fish now because I'm flapping my fins.
Okay.
All right. The after you get a deadpan look from the other officer, she is not amused.
Tip my hat.
After 5 or 10 minutes, after a couple of minutes, the officer you spoke to originally returns, accompanied by a woman whose name badge identifies her as Tam Yi Yong. I'm going to spell that out for you. Note that my spelling is not I do not speak the languages in question here. And so this may be atrocious spelling for what I'm pronouncing, but so
Now do the accent.
she looks she looks you over with a visibly raised eyebrow and then says, and then turns to the other officers and says, "You're sure he is not carrying any weapons?" One of them, the woman nods and says, "He came by the screens. He's not carrying anything he's not authorized to have, given his badge." She nods, says, "Well then, Mr.
Vesper.
Mr. Vesper.
You can call me Lex.
Professor Tom Yi. Come back to my office. I think we should talk."
Doot 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 doot.
As
That's
she
me
heads
walking.
back.
Ting 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 ting.
Hey, this isn't blank. His legs aren't up yet.
If anything, it's clop. If anything, it's clop clop because I'm wearing cowboy boots.
So, you head back. At this point, you are a bit ahead of the gamblers, so we're going to step back to the casino for a bit.
Ooh.
Casino goers. You have been, you've been gambling for about 2 hours, been away from the ship for about 3. And Livia, you've been
Bad.
You've been informed. It's been made clear to you that you were being snoopy, being nosy,
Shit.
and that you'd better mind your behavior. So you're not kicked out, but you know that someone's looking for you.
Oh.
People are watching. So, what do you want to do this hour?
I just had a flashpan ebony thought of something funny, but I'm Livia, Pam's daughter. I am not Space Chicken, so...
You need to leave a note in the Discord to the Space Chicken to let them know what they could have gotten up to if only they'd been playing with us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I kind of want to keep a low profile because I expected to be a little bit better at that than I am, apparently.
Sometimes you just,
So I want to.
Nothing is ever guaranteed to be.
Yeah, I want to swing back around to at the office that I caught earlier, but people are watching me, so that won't work either. There's not much
you can, but you're going to have to pass that stealth check. If you fail, and you're doing something like that, you probably will get ejected and forfeit your chips.
Alright, I want to cash in my chips first.
Okay, you're going to cash in?
Yeah.
Alright, are you going to cash everything in, or just a part of it?
Let's say everything but the 25.
Okay, so you cash out down to 25. So you managed to cash out 300 mark.
Yeah.
You're up 100 marks, and then have 25 marks worth of chips still on your person.
Man.
And to be clear, you can leave with the chips if you want.
Okay.
And then come back with them at another time.
Oh, good to know. I really want to see.
If you get caught doing that a lot, you might eventually get charged a fee for the tip, but you can just cash them. So, what do you want to do?
I've got a dilemma.
Yeah.
I don't want to be put on a watch list of this place, but I don't want to leave with nothing. So I would like to do some kind of observation check. It's I want to see how hard some of these bouncers are looking at me. Am I getting mad dogged, or are they side-eyeing me, or do they see me turn a corner and I immediately see one lift their fingers to their ear, or stuff like that, where it's okay, they're on my ass, or are they just very casually check out the bitch in the
give
black.
me a second.
I'm doing a roll for vibe check.
Hold on. I'm just checking. All right. Give me an observation check.
God damn it. That's a lot. 14. That is a failure by 2. Y'all were treating me so well this session, and then they really just fucked me in a...
You don't get the impression that you're being particularly closely watched. But yeah, you don't get the impression that you're being particularly closely watched.
Okay, well, they saw me at the business center already. That's really kind of the only office. Unless I start
hold on though.
Moving in.
Hold on. So here's the thing you could try and find out. So you're pretty certain that small space cannot be all of the office space in this building, and you know that there's stuff going on in other non-officey places, because although you weren't able to find any clues to what was going on in the deli, you definitely saw some suspicious activity, some suspicious people movement around the deli.
I know
so
that.
Why don't you, if you want, you can spend some time just trying to watch people movements and try and track for anywhere else that's got unusual people movement going on.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go to like this a restaurant and order like a croissant or something, and just watch people move around.
The deli?
Yeah, I just want to be
Sure.
I want to be nonchalant.
You could
Sure. Go to the deli,
Could-
get a little food,
could
go ahead and
Livia
spend.
could Livia do the take her time thing? Get a little bonus.
Under this circumstance, no, because they've
Okay.
cashed out most of their chips. Taking their time is actually not likely to be helpful here.
Because I'm kind of already
Um,
kind of doing that in a baseline kind
you're
of
sort
way.
of you're sort of indicating that in theory you should be going soon. So lingering further is likely to prompt interference,
Oh,
not
damn it!
um,
I suck at this.
not high. So, what's your observation check? Dice are just not in your stomach today.
Okay, success by 3.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot my
All right,
actual goal. I've just been trying to case. God, I'm so stupid.
What were you looking for?
The basement. I've completely blanked out on that.
So, I'll tell you this: you do know. You haven't seen anywhere that actually goes to a basement. You've seen 2 escalators going up,
Yeah.
but nowhere going downstairs.
Because that's in Delicatessen.
You hear, you mentioned over here a snatch of a conversation, involving one of the people you thought was a little bit shady going in and out of the deli earlier. And what you overhear is Ace of Hearts room. In a week. Yeah, Ace of Hearts room. A week from tomorrow. 11 p.m. And don't be late this time. Boss wasn't happy.
Okay.
Now, looking at the little map that you saw, Ace of Hearts room is the one of the little in one of the rooms in that convention center that was off at the far end near where you came in.
I'm gonna
Convention center's up at the top.
I'm gonna look real dumb in the edit when I can clearly see it, and not right now. Buffet, sports bar.
It's not marked right now.
Oh.
So, okay, north of the sports bar, but note everything has different frickin' names because
Yeah.
different theme. This would be the one that's marked Castellan room on the
Okay.
map that you have.
All right.
So the Ace of Hearts room. 3 nights from tomorrow, 11 p.m.
I thought you said a week from tomorrow.
Don't be late this time. Yeah, sorry, a week from tomorrow.
Okay.
Don't be late. The boss wasn't pleased.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'll be sure to relay that to Vesper.
Do you want to call that right now,
No.
or do you want to wait till later?
I'll wait until we convene to compare notes.
Sounds good. All right.
We can text, right?
Then,
You can send and receive text.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Do you want to send him a text message?
No, because the camera's gonna look at my dang iPhone.
All right. Very good. So you wait till later. Now, and you head out. Are you going to try and signal, like ask Cyrilos where she's at?
Yeah, why not? Because that's a little more innocent looking, like just somebody looking for their
You
pal
ring her up?
in a big place. Yep.
Hello? Wherever she is, it's a little noisy.
Yeah. I think I got all I can, and I think I'm like 60% sure I've got eyes on me, so I was gonna head out.
All right. Wait, does that mean you want me to come with?
I mean, I'm not your boss. You can hang out if you want. Just be
That's
safe.
true. I mean, give me a few minutes.
All good.
About 10 minutes later, she comes out through the lobby area, looking around, trying to find you. You know, standing there awkwardly looking around when she's trying to find you.
Probably hanging out near the entrance. So.
As you, sure. So, you folks head back up towards the entrance you came in by, the one that's up by the sports bar, and head outside and head for the parking garage. Let me check something. As you're heading into the parking garage, you get on your bikes, start them up, and start motoring on out. You are leaving before peak hours, so you didn't have to pay for parking. You notice a delivery van.
Unmarked white van.
No, it's marked. It's marked. Shoot, what's that? It's called the van is labeled. Moxie Maid's Cleaning Co. However, as you look at it, as it's going by, it's hard to say. Something about it doesn't seem right, but you can't put a finger on it quite.
Surely I've been in a surveillance van in my day.
It's not a surveillance van. You're pretty sure of that.
Okay.
But at least that isn't what sticks out.
Oh,
and then about 2 blocks later, you realize, oh, for something that's supposedly carrying only like cleaning supplies, that thing was running awfully, like for a delivery vehicle, that was running awfully low on the suspension. Like,
I was gonna ask
on a
that.
bump in the pavement. On a bump in the pavement, it almost bounced off the, bounced the wheels off the inside of the wheel well.
They got some gold ingots in that back.
There's something heavy that doesn't seem like it should have bothered, that you would think would not have bothered any reasonably designed delivery truck. So yeah, you're a few blocks away as you think of that. Do you want to turn back and try and investigate?
Well, since you've pointed it out, maybe I'll pull up the old Googles, Space Google, and look up the organization that might represent, and see if I get any if a website will likely come up, but I want to see if it's like a really basic looking thing that somebody just threw together, or if it's got like actual like legitimate customer reviews. Like, hey, these cupcakes taste like shit.
It's a real basic, again, cleaning service.
Cleaning service,
So it's
right,
got
right.
apparently they are supplier of cleaning supplies to the city and the surrounding area.
Looks like a 1996 GeoCities webpage.
A bit, yeah.
See, that's the part
Sorry,
that sets alarms in Livia's brain. If it looks too simple and it doesn't look corporate enough for something that's supposed to supply the whole city.
I mean, it's not necessary. Again, there's going to be more than one company doing this, but I would say it definitely is. Well, actually, I want a criminology or forensics role if you have those skills.
Nope. I know. I don't have to click open these two things and not know that.
So IQ -5.
Minus 5, not
See
great.
if you can come up with anything more than a feeling.
Not great, not great. Yeah, I definitely failed. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I failed by like 4 or whatever.
Failure by 4. Yeah. You don't have any way. You don't have any confidence one way or the other whether this is real or not.
Nah. Alright, I'm gonna have to bring that up with Vesper later.
Sounds good.
Just surely he's got criminology.
He does.
Good.
Now, back at the precinct house, Lex Vesper, you walk back, just a short distance, to an office. A very kind of a plain office. The detective gestures you to a chair, and then sits down. So, Mr. Vesper, you wanted to discuss Yasif Khan and the Jack of Hearts. Go on.
I'm after someone by the name of Orlando Navarro. I have reason to believe that he's
Never heard of
him. Yeah, sure. He's laying low here, as far as I can tell. But my investigation has led me to believe that he's doing business of some kind with Yasif Khan. And I just wanted to reach out, make sure that my dealings don't interfere with anything that you may have going on.
Give me another savoir-faire check.
Ooh. Triple
Oh,
two.
that's good.
Damn.
What do that mean?
What's your skill?
It's 12.
Okay, so it's just a success by 6.
13.
13. So it's a success by 7.
Sure. All right. Well, you're uncommonly courteous for a member of the Finesman's Guild. They'll grant you that. But I also somehow doubt that this is just a social call and that's all you're looking for.
No, it is.
It
Sorry.
very much
So,
is. Just hang on a second.
I would fair. So she says,
Is he back?
"Are you there?"
He said, "Hang on a second. I don't know if he left."
Oh, I didn't know if he was stepping out or was trying to find something or what.
I don't know either.
All right.
Maybe our family intercepted him or something.
So speaking of family, a couple of minutes ago, when my brothers came down the stairs with a ball, he was like bouncing around and kicking, and then abruptly just like dropped on the floor and was like rolling around holding his shin and like holding his breath, going kind of red in the face. And I was like, I didn't see you like trip and bang your shin on the banister or anything. What's going on here? And after about 30 seconds of that, he grins and whispers, "I'm practicing my soccer skills."
Okay.
Awesome. That's pretty much what I see on
You're
it.
back?
Yeah, I'm back. All right, so I'm gonna finish my what I was gonna say. This is more or less a social calling. I just wanted to kind of in the spirit of cooperation, if I happen to uncover anything with regard to Mr. Khan's operation in the course of my own pursuit of my target, I would be happy to share that with you. And not necessarily a quid pro quo, but I would like to make sure that I do have a clear path to Mr. Navarro if things get a little messy.
Well, as I told you, I have no idea who this Mr. Navarro is. You can give me a detect lies check if you would like.
That's going to be a 12 because of my thingamajig.
Cyber. Oh yeah. Your software and your integrated computer.
Nice.
Go ahead.
I think it's a 12. Where did I have it?
It's done under equipment somewhere, but I remember this coming up 2 sessions ago.
It is verifier
or so when you were
software.
doing interrogation.
Detect lies.
Yeah, detect lies 12. All right.
Go ahead and give me a check.
Success by 2.
All right. She seems to be honest. She does not know who this Orlando Navarro is. However, I can offer you this. Here. She scribbles something down on a small piece of, believe it or not, actual paper, little post-it notes,
Gasp.
and slides it across to you.
As I pick it up, I say, "Ooh, vintage."
Don't push your luck off. Look, this is a line for the investigations here in the city. If you give that number a call and mention the keyword snooker, that will be a sign that you or your team are in trouble at the casino, and we will launch a raid. If you use that frivolously and manage to come out of that trouble without anything to show for it to substantiate that raid, then there could be trouble. But if you end up in trouble finding something, I think I can promise that the police will come and try and bail you out of it.
Much obliged.
Nice.
Now, in exchange, any evidence you find relating to the smuggling enterprises that Yaseth Khan is involved in, or really anything else that you can trace to Yaseth Khan specifically, and clearly, unambiguously, it can't be something that can be passed off as being one of his underlings, one of his managers doing something under his nose. Again, it's got to be clearly traceable to him.
It's all yours.
Then you'll receive one of our finders fees as well as our support.
Fair
Another
enough.
thing. You don't have our authority or our badge. You don't go throwing that around. If you do that officially or to the news, I'll have to disavow it. My superiors would not look kindly on my offering cooperation to what does it call it? How do they call it? Varika's officially licensed deniable goons.
Damn. Shots fired.
Not my
I have-
words, for the record.
I'm quite glad that I've got a faceplate.
Not my words, but you know, those are the breaks.
I
Have a
am well
pleasant
aware
day,
of our
Mr.
reputation. You too, Miss Young. I stand up and I tip my hat. And I
And
see my way out.
You head on out. And with that, we are at 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're going to call that a session.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 2 character points.
Ooh.
I think that was actually a pretty good session for all that we were having to handle the map very awkwardly. Any other questions? At this point, before you guys have had a chance to meet up and communicate? Any names or words that you need repeated so you can write them down for your notes?
No, if something pops in my head, I'll post it in our group chat, perhaps. But I kind of got nothing. I think that went well. I wish my rolls were better.
Not that it matters much, but it's snooker.
That is a regional accent thing, then, because up here in Minnesota, it's pronounced snooker.
I caught an earful from a coworker who was from outside of London because I called it snooker.
He can, yeah.
Snooker from the Black
with all
Eyed
due
Peas.
respect to the people. Well, with all due respect to the folks from the island where the language started, we can say it however we want. It's not like Anglicanizing somebody's non-English name. It's a perfectly normal English vowel sound.
And with that, I think I'll
Anyway.
stop the recording there. GG.